Let's go. I don't you.
All right, y'all leave then.
Baka. Bye. Sorry.
Baka. Oh, wow. Okay.
Don't say it and walk away. And apparently, that word is even worse than how Yara describes it.
What does that even mean?
Like, bye, bitch. But in a very mean way, bitch.
Get out of the way.
You scurry away.
Why has she been practicing a word that's so offensive? Because clearly she's been practicing. This wasn't just a little shade. This was Libby going low. Once again, just like when she accused Alex publicly of verbally abusing Lauren.
I think that he's verbally abusing you. I've said that to you so many times.
What the?
Abuse. Why does she go so low in situations that don't call for it? She needs a better gauge, just like she goes from 30 to 100, like that. And it doesn't give off, oh, empowered, don't mess with her vibes. It gives, don't trust her. And that's a completely different energy.
She's running two games, babe. Like, you know what we're doing here?
Are you sniffing glue or something?
Well, now it looks like Elizabeth and Andre have officially lost another set of friends. First Lauren and Alex, and now Yara and Jovi.
He's a cancer, everybody's around.
Their circle is shrinking by the season. And that's telling. This explosive argument comes after they were roasting marshmallows, and Andre started trying to roast Lauren and Alex.
Too bad those idiots are not here.
The irony.
Yara and Jovi stepping in to defend them.
Well, stop going out because you guys making drama all the time.
I actually kind of feel like they're not so bad. You just make them to be like they're the bad guys all the
I
time.
agree.
I don't know about you, but this episode had me yelling at the screen. Especially when Andre accuses Yara and Jovi of instigating stuff. When that's exactly what he just did by calling Alex and Lauren idiots.
I don't like this gaslighting.
It's so frustrating. And yes, the gaslighting is obvious. But I had to ask myself, why does it get under my skin so deeply? Oh, I found the answers. Let's talk about it.
It's Malicia.
Hey 90 Day Fans fam, it's Malicia. Before we get into the forced Florida friend group's fallout, kind of a tongue twister, Darcy and Georgie had me feeling like I was watching a soap opera this episode.
I don't think it's gonna work, Georgie.
But I love you.
Georgie shares with Darcy that having his own kids has been weighing on his mind. And she's like, let's just be done with this marriage then.
No. Let me have my life.
Having your life.
No.
Not the single tear. Darcy says kids are something they've talked about, and he said he didn't want them because they are expensive and a lot of responsibility. I can hear some of you saying, yeah.
That's true.
But now, after visiting his family, he claims he's conflicted. I think Georgie knows what he wants deep down, and it seems to be at least the option to have kids. But clearly, he's not ready to let Darcy go.
Do what you gotta do.
I'm gonna love you. I love you.
Can't do this anymore.
That was so passionate and toxic. Did you see the way he held Darcy's face? Yeah, we see their toxic push and pull pattern play out right in front of our eyes.
I'm strong. I can be by myself.
You don't need to. You can always come figure it out.
I wonder what Georgie be talking about, I love you, we can figure it out, if she wasn't walking away. You know how some people are. They want you the most when they feel you're detaching from them. I will say, I wish Darcy wouldn't have allowed her emotions to overtake her during some of these conversations she's had with Georgie recently. But I get it, she's exhausted. So this is just me speaking from the outside. It seems like when Georgie tries to open up to her and be vulnerable, and that means saying things she might not like to hear.
This is hard me because after that, being around my family. Can you listen? I'm trying to open. You want me to open, and it's hard for me to open.
He goes back on guard because she's not giving him enough space to express before quickly getting absorbed back into how she feels.
That's why I don't want to open to nobody, because nobody care about my feelings.
As a viewer, I find myself saying, dang, why did she cut him off? I wanted to hear the rest of what he had to say. Yeah, it seems like it's gonna be pretty rough for these two at the tell-all next week.
So disgusting that you're doing this right now.
Did you tell everybody what he said the day after you got married?
I wonder if Darcy and Georgie officially decide to end their marriage. Would she ever go for a guy who is not her typical physical type? She seems tired enough at this point. Sometimes you have to get tired. I think if she opens herself to that, she'll probably find someone who would love her down and prioritize her. Georgie, Darcy's ex, Jesse, and Tom all have one thing in common. They seem to focus on their looks a lot. Georgie was a model, so was Jesse. Tom always has to look dapper. And while nothing is wrong with any of that, maybe someone who doesn't prioritize their appearance so much will be able to look past themselves and love her in the way she deserves. He can still be handsome, just not her typical type. If any of you have found true love, fulfilling love, after stepping outside of your typical physical type, if you don't mind, share a little bit of your story. What did you discover after stepping outside of your comfort zone? Let us know.
This was the final straw. Like, there is no friendship between me and Elizabeth. I don't even like saying her name.
All right, let's get into the evolving drama that has continuously involved Elizabeth and Andre. A little backstory to catch everyone up. A few episodes ago, when all the couples were getting ready to go out for drinks, during a pregame, Elizabeth, who at the time was still at odds with her former best friend, Lauren, told Yara in the bathroom, basically not to trust Lauren.
And she always tell me how much she loves me.
Loves you?
That's amazing.
Bitches are fake.
Telling her Lauren has been saying some, quote, nasty comments about the things Yara wears.
I wasn't gonna say anything, but she was just saying, you're just, Miami got to your head.
But later that night, Elizabeth and Lauren actually made up at the bar, crying, hugging, the whole thing. Meanwhile, Yara's at the bar telling her husband Jovi what Elizabeth said. So, Jovi brings it up to Lauren. And Lauren's like, what? I've never talked bad about you. And she and Yara cleared the air. But at this point, Lauren is fed up with Elizabeth. So much so, she and Alex pack up and leave the resort altogether. And when Elizabeth found out, she was shocked.
Oh, they left.
What?
They're mad about last night, of course.
I told Joey what you told me, and Joey went and told her what you told me.
All of that brings us to Yara and Jovi and Elizabeth and Andre making s'mores over the fire. And initially, it's all laughs.
Jovi, you're really embarrassing as an American right now.
I have no idea what I'm doing, to be honest.
Okay, Joey, I understand I never have a s'more, but do you ever have a s'more?
What?
Yara is hilarious. She had a few moments this episode that had me cracking up. Like when she asked Andre if he sniffs glue.
I picked the wrong week to quit sniffing glue.
Speaking of that, let's get into when things start to get heated. Andre calls Lauren and Alex idiots and gets real uncomfortable when Yara and Jovi don't side with him. Instead, they defend Lauren and Alex.
I don't know why you guys always need this drama around you.
Yara said, I'm not gonna sugarcoat this. She spoke to them like she's their mom and they're some rebellious teenagers.
Grow up.
You're just you're trying to instigate some.
Why would we instigate some we just don't want to fight with nobody. We like you guys, we like them.
Have Jovi and Yara stirred the pot a bit? Yes. Honestly, I think it's been a way to keep them involved in the storyline.
Feels forced.
But Andre and Elizabeth are the main ingredients in the pot. Let's just say that. In my opinion, it's not necessarily about who stirs the pot. This is a reality show. There needs to be drama. But it's more about how cast members react in the midst of drama that's telling. And Elizabeth and Andrei's reactions, compared to everyone else, have been extreme. Disrespectful at times and immature. Jovi goes on to bring up how Libby came to their room bashing Lauren.
Bashing her?
I mean, same.
I did not bash her.
Elizabeth, you said
Bitches are fake.
insinuating Lauren is fake. That's a bash. I'm not sure how well Libby understands some of this terminology, or if she's just seriously in denial. You remember when she was upset when she thought Lauren called Andre a horrible man, and when Lauren told her she didn't, she said this.
I never called him a horrible person.
Okay. But you said dick.
But he is a dick.
Isn't a dick worse?
Hell no!
In my opinion, she could learn to be more flexible in thought. It's okay to be wrong. As humans, sometimes we're messy. Own it. It's the denial that's infuriating. Libby goes on to say she didn't bash Lauren. She was, quote, informing Yara about things that were said about her, so Yara is cautious. These words like informing or cautious don't cover up your actions, Libby. You can't hide behind the words.
Because Yara deserves to have a good person around her.
So, you're the good person. If this was about protecting Yara, why didn't she tell her this at an earlier time? Why wait until you're beefing with the person who allegedly said this to you? This is where I had to stop. I had to stop and I had to ask myself, why does this make my blood boil so much? I've gained some clarity. When you have someone like Elizabeth who refuses to take responsibility, it traps everyone in a loop. You can't resolve anything, you can't move forward because you're busy arguing over reality itself. That's what gaslighting does. It tries to erase reality right in front of you and make you question what you know. And the only way to overcome the conflict is if someone in Elizabeth and Andrei's position grows in self-awareness and humility. And you can't force someone to do that. I consider myself to be a solution-oriented individual, and because of that, it can be frustrating to watch. Libby turns to address Yara about talking to Lauren about what she told her.
And then you go and tell Lauren, so it's like, how can I know that, like, us as being friends, I can tell you something and you're not gonna go tell her the next day because you're in Miami?
I don't think she wants to be your friend at this point. We are too grown to be conversing about those type of rules. Yara told Lauren about what you said because it had something to do with her. You dumped this information on Yara and expected her to carry the burden of it and just smile in Lauren's face and act fake like nothing's wrong. Some people aren't that good at being fake, and they don't have the energy for it. In my opinion, Yara deserved to know the truth. She deserved some relief and clarity so she's not paranoid around Lauren. Also, it blows me when cast members are on camera and they say, "Keep this between us," or "You weren't supposed to say anything. You're on TV."
I mean, let's be real.
We got to a good place. It's almost as if you guys were trying to stir the pot a little bit.
Wow. When she stirred this particular pot first by telling Yara what Lauren allegedly said. That's wild. And I hate to say it, but it can come off a bit delulu.
You're instigating on one side and you're playing another side.
Why we are fighting right now?
No,
because
but
you guys misunderstand.
Because he can't be around anybody and not fight with them. He's a cancer that everybody's around.
Jovi brings up how Andre started all this drama because of Andre's behavior at Lauren and Alex's housewarming party. That's what led to Lauren calling Andre a dick, Libby getting offended, etc. It's been a domino effect.
I didn't know what he's gonna tell her.
But you know Jovi's a blabbermouth. You know he's gonna tell her.
Not her coming for Jovi's mouth. Things get even more intense when Yara clarifies that she didn't initiate the conversation to tell Lauren what Elizabeth said. Jovi did. That's when Andre takes the opportunity to bring up Lauren's dick comments once again and compares his behavior to Jovi's.
You're not a dick to your wife? You call her ugly.
No, I agree with you that everybody has their own.
Alex, he's a dick to his wife. We all know that. What am I dick for?
You just called two adults who aren't there to defend themselves idiots. You told your family on a microphone in the middle of a party that you and Libby and the kids are moving to Moldova when it wasn't something you and Libby agreed on. And we can never forget how you lied to your wife about losing $75,000 of your money in a bad investment and waited a long time to tell her. And then when she got upset about it and expressed her hurt, you told her to pack up the house because you're selling it and y'all are moving to Moldova regardless of how she feels. Oh, and you also apparently read your wife's text messages between her and her best friend. Apparently. Those are just moments I can think of off the top of my head from this season. I could do a whole separate video for the entire time Andre has been on the show. He's literally built a reputation with the 90-Day audience for being someone who is unnecessarily disrespectful toward others and someone who doesn't take others into consideration. That's essentially what a dick is.
Andre are the drama queen. He's so dramatic all the time. Just so aggressive always. He's like an animal, seriously.
Oh, don't let him hear you say that. He and Libby will run with it. Libby would be like, "You called my husband an animal?" Yara and Jovi tell the camera they don't think they're the problem. Elizabeth instigated the conflict he and Yara brought up with Lauren. And Yara accuses Andre and Elizabeth of gaslighting them.
I see everywhere you go, there's problems that follow you. With her family, with them, with us now.
Preach.
Elizabeth tells Jovi he has, quote, surface level information, and Andre didn't cause problems with her family.
He did not cause problems in my family.
No,
my family issues from the moment he got here.
And it looks like he made the issues worse. Elizabeth says her family had issues with Andre because they assumed he was using her for a green card. But once again, I seriously doubt if Andre's problems with her family would have escalated so much if it weren't for his intense reactions.
He was merely defending himself.
He did not have to react the way he did. He took on an attitude of defensiveness. Instead of taking on the attitude of, oh, they have doubts, but I'm not who they think I am, and I'm going to show them that. I'm going to show and prove that I love Elizabeth, and I am here to treat her right. But no, he's turned them into Bonnie and Clyde. It's Elizabeth and Andre against the world. We've watched her relationship with her family crumble, and now her friends.
Let's get the out, babe. Like,
She didn't tell him.
You're running. No, you're running.
If he doesn't put that stick down.
He's running two games, babe. Like, you know what we're doing here?
Are you sniffing glue or something? I didn't finish the conversation. I'm talking to you. Why are you running away?
I want you to understand.
Sit down and handle yourself like a man.
Elizabeth tries to interject, but can't, as Andre continues to tell Yara and Jovi to pick a side. Yara making it clear she doesn't want to pick sides, telling the camera she definitely feels like Andre and Elizabeth are a bit toxic. Jovi adding that they have a hard time taking accountability for anything they do. And what happens next, after Andre calls Yara and Jovi instigators one more time, is worse than what I originally thought.
You do that? You think other people do that?
Let's go. I don't give.
All right, y'all leave then.
Bye, sorry.
Ooh, so I did some research for those of us who are out of the loop. Apparently, what Elizabeth said literally means female dog, but in slang, it's the Russian equivalent of bitch.
What does that even mean?
Like, bye, bitch, but in a very mean way, bitch, not the nice way, bitch.
To add on to that, the article says it's very vulgar and offensive when used toward a person, It's not casual how English speakers might say, she's being a bitch. In Russian, it's a hard insult, often used in anger or to provoke someone. Elizabeth said it and scurried away.
Get out of the way.
Like, I don't give it.
That's just over the top, but there's no either.
Who talks like that?
Also, it sounds like Elizabeth said sorry right after she said it.
Hey, sorry.
I'm still confused about that. Sometimes I feel bad about consistently talking about Elizabeth and Andre in a negative way, but I just wish they would look in the mirror. Like Jovi said, they seem to have a hard time genuinely taking accountability for their part in the drama, which is usually a big part. Next week at the tell-all, the drama gets even worse between this group. Elizabeth and Lauren get into a screaming match. Shut up! And Jovi and Andre attack each other with a water bottle.
You do it yourself.
I'm glad it looks like they didn't take it any further than the water bottle.
What a red man!
All right, 90 Day Fans fam, we have so much in store. As always, I appreciate you. If you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button below. It helps me out a lot. And I will see you next time.